Defensively, he was in a zone.
It sure is a treat to watch him, guys. I mean, everything's been running through him, and he's doing a fantastic job keeping the offense clicking on all cylinders.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he's got 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the three. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. The drive by Gobert. The feed now to Mack. 6 on the shot clock. Hayward can hit. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting them. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
Utah with the ball. Matt. It's hauled in by Adams.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Ibaka, no luck.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentages. His shooting percentages were way, way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. And it's Foy in for Andre Robertson. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Hood. He has 7. Jazz passing it around. Wide open look. That's good. And the Jazz lead by 19.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Here's Durant.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. They grab their own miss. Cantor. The shot is off. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jazz leading by 19 points. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
The pass to Foy. Knocks it loose. And the dunk by Booker.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
And they get it back. Durant kicks to Cantor. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Randy Foye. Here's Waiters. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Burke. Finished off the break. Burke's got 7.
Alec Burks.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime. And, you know, guys, Dante Exum is such a fluid, versatile athlete, really shows great promise, has tremendous size and length for a point guard, can also play the 2. His rookie season last year, though, a mixed bag.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Withey. Favors comes in for Booker. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Burke.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
For Dante Exum, Greg, last season he didn't shoot the ball that well, and his turnover rate was what you might expect from a rookie, but his defense was good. In fact, borderline excellent at times.
That's a great point, Kevin. And you know what I like about Exum, when his shot wasn't falling, you know, he didn't allow it to affect the other facets of his game. He would find ways to contribute, and that's the kind of attitude that so many scouts got excited about when they were talking about this guy in the first place.
Dante Exum.
And he gets the bucket. Exum's got 4 points this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Burks. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Utah out in front, delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Taking a look at the Jazz. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Put out there with Shelvin Mack. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Stolen by Durant. Here's Roberson. No good with the triple. Jazz leading by 23. The drive by Adams. And Hayward with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Hayward's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Jazz. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Oklahoma City foul.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Thunder making a change here. Cantor's checked in. And the Jazz call time here. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The drive by Gobert. He kicks to Mack. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Hood. The offensive rebound. Back to Favors. Mack, the pass to Favors. Out to Hayward. With 1 on the clock. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside Durant. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And stolen by Hayward. And Favors kicks to Mack. Nice ball movement by Utah. The Jazz with another miss. Thunder trailing by 20. It's deflected. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for Waiters. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Hayward sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Hayward's got 19 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Hayward on the wing. Kicks it to Hood. Takes a 3. Utah gets it back. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Hayward.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Gordon Hayward. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Sheldon Mack.
Mack, good. Left side, Westbrook. Durant in the corner. That doesn't go either for Durant.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
It's picked off. For 3, Westbrook.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Substitution of the play.
They get a hand on it. He's all alone.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
The Thunder with another miss.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound. And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.